as per your syllabus. Now, under the consolidation, what we are having the definition for settlement. What are the different types of settlement? Then what are the factors will going to affect on settlement? Then how we are going to calculate individual type of settlement. Now, before going to start the main concept, you should know the basic definitions like what do you mean by settlement, what do you mean by maximum settlement, what do you mean by angular distortion, all those parameters. Now, coming to the first definition of settlement. Settlement is the vertically downward movement of the structure due to the compression of underlying soil because of increased load. Whenever the excessive load is acting on the particular type of soil element, because of that there will be the compression of underlying soil. That soil will going to disturb. That soil will going to dispatch. For that particular there will be the type of settlement. There will be the type of phenomena of settlement. Now, in that figure they have shown two figures. One is uniform settlement, another one is differential settlement. Under the uniform settlement, you can see there the settlement of the any type of structure. It might be the residential building, it might be the commercial building, whichever type is, settlement will be uniform. That means whatever the parts, it might be the beams, it might be the columns, will going to settle. It is going to settle uniform way. There will be the no variations. Whereas in differential settlement, there will be the probability of chances to give the variation between top level to bottom level. Top level to bottom level. Few component of the building will going to collapse. Few component of the building will going to stay in safe position. That is the differential. So they have shown the two representation there, S max and S minimum. Differential. Name itself indicate it shows the variation between top level and bottom level. Now, what is that maximum settlement? Maximum settlement indicated by S max. Maximum settlement indicated by S max. What is the definition to define the maximum settlement? It is the absolute maximum downward movement of any part of building element. Any part of building element. It might be the beams will going to fall, it might be the column will going to fall down, it might be the any component of building up to a maximum extent. That particular representation is called as maximum settlement, which is indicated by S max. Now, what do you mean by differential settlement? Differential settlement, as the title itself indicates, it should be having the difference between two levels. It should be having the variation between two levels, top and bottom. Now, they have given the numerical equation to define the differential settlement. Differential settlement equals to S max minus S minimum. Now, it is the maximum difference between 2 points in a building element. It is the maximum difference between 2 points in any component of building element. Then angular distortion. What is that angular distortion? Angular distortion is the alternative term for describing the differential settlement. Angular distortion is an alternative term which is going to express for differential settlement. Now, there will be the slight difference between the angular distortion and differential settlement. In differential settlement, we are giving the equation as S max minus S minimum, whereas in angular distortion, that can be given as S max minus S minimum divided by L. What is that L? L is the length of the building element. Now, this is very important. Types of movement in different type of soils. So this is the practical consideration parameters. Remember this. If you are doing as a geotechnical engineer, quality control engineer, these parameters will going to use widely. Now, what are those types of movement in different type of soils? They are given the similar example for different type of soils like rock, gravel, sand, silt, clay and organic matter. We are having the similar examples for different type of soils. They have mentioned that which type of soil will be responsible for to show which type of settlement. Which type of soil will be responsible to show the which type of settlement. For example, if it is the rocky type of soil, it will going to show immediate settlement. It will going to show it will not going to show consolidation settlement. It will not going to show creep settlement, then followed by soil. So like that, because every individual type of soil will play a basic role based on their characteristics. Based on their characteristics. For example, now if I am talking about silty soil. In silty soil, there will be the presence of immediate settlement. Then consolidation settlement will be minor, which is negligible. Then coming to the creep settlement will not going to form in silty type of soil. Then the next soil, 100% in silty soil and clay soil, there will be characteristics called swelling and shrinkage. It will going to show the characteristics, swell and shrinkage. So these are the few examples which are the field examples. If you are going as a geotechnical engineer, polytechnical engineer, these parameters will going to use while designing the particular type of foundations. Now, this is very important. Permissible, uniform and differential settlement and tip for shallow foundation. So different based on the different types of foundation and type of the reinforcement. What kind of reinforcement you are providing? First, based on the type of the foundation. Second, what kind of reinforcement you are providing. For that two parameters, they are given the limiting values of differential settlement as well as uniform settlement. I will give an example. First one is soil type is sand and hard clay. Soil type is sand and hard clay. Now the left column they have mentioned that type of the foundation is isolated foundation. In isolated foundation, they are given the two types of reinforcement there. One is steel reinforcement, another one is RCC reinforcement. Now with respect to that, we are having the certain limiting values for three different parameters. One is maximum settlement, another one is differential settlement, then followed by angular distortion. So how much should be limiting values for that particular type of soil? One should need to analyze with this table. Then you can design the isolated foundation. Isolated foundation. So these are the very important examples. Now second type of soil is plastic clay. In plastic clay, how much should be the maximum settlement? How much should be the differential angular distortion? How much should be the differential settlement? I mentioned clearly. According to that, one can use these equations and limiting values. One can easily decide what is that isolated foundation. Now, very important, coming to the total settlement. What is that total settlement? Note down this equation. Whenever I am saying that are very important, if I ask the question next class, you should be able to answer. This is not the way, simply I am showing the presentation here with me. Now, what is that total settlement? Total settlement is having the empirical equation S equals to SI plus SC plus SS. S indicates total settlement of the soil, SI indicates immediate settlement, SC indicates consolidation settlement, SS indicates secondary settlement. Now, immediate settlement is also called as elastic settlement. Immediate settlement also called as elastic settlement. Then secondary settlement is also called as secondary compression or creep settlement. We are having three alternative terms for secondary settlement. Secondary settlement also called as secondary compression or creep settlement. Then another one is consolidation settlement. Now we will discuss about individual water flows.